Hello, my darlings. Happy Friday to all of you, and welcome to a speed build. Welcome to Villa Tartosa. Villa Tartosa is built in the new world. Shocking, I know. The new world that came with the game pack. Wedding Stories, or our Wedding Stories, my Wedding Stories. No idea what it's called. Something like that. First off, I started building on this wonderful lot that is at the top of the cliff tops. But as I was building this, I was like, oh, this doesn't suit here. And I also got an idea for a build on this lot itself, which I'm going to be doing in a couple of weeks. We're going to be doing a lovely speed build up here using lovely custom content. And I'm going to do a nice modern villa up here. Sorry, I just had to cough then. So I was building this and I was just like, no, you look like you belong in the countryside. Now, let me just say, this was the first build I built after coming back from having COVID. If you guys don't watch my Let's Builds or keep up with any of my socials, I had COVID for a couple of weeks, so I wasn't able to post anything on the channel. And this was the first build that I did when I came back. And my lord, I had builder's block, loves. I had builder's block when I was building this. I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. But it came together in the end. It actually came together in the end. And I was very pleased with the outcome, really was. I was much more pleased once we actually moved this lot into the countryside area, because I just think it suits that area a whole lot more than what it did on top of this cliff top area here. So we do that in just a second. But Villa Tartosa is a 2-bedroom. Oh, we're here now. Look, we're in the countryside. Did you see what I mean? It just flops here wonderfully. It sits in this. It almost looks like a very Tuscan-inspired countryside. This does, like in Tuscany. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this. But yeah, Villa Tartosa is a 2-bedroom villa. It's got a lovely open plan kitchen and living area downstairs with outside dining. It's got a couple of terraces, both off of the bedrooms upstairs. It's got a walled garden as well under a pergola. It's just wonderful. Everything you would need for a lovely Mediterranean lifestyle, to be honest. I didn't make this a rental. I made it a residential home as well. You can do either or what you want with this build. You can give this build a makeover if you want. I don't care. But this is what I came up with, and I was very pleased with it. Very pleased with it in the end. Really was. Now, the new pack. So my thoughts on it. First off, it doesn't work. Sorry, I'm keep coughing. So if you see hear little weird mutes, it's because I'm clearing my airways, because I'm still trying to get my health back from having that vile disease. But the new world, I was so excited learning that we were having a Mediterranean inspired world in The Sims 4. And I'm just going to say it now. I wasn't that pleased with it. Ignore some of these door and window choices as well. And especially the door. We pick a different door. I don't know. This world just fell a little flat for me. I loved that you can swim in the beach bit at the front, that little harbour area. I just find it a little bit lacking, this world. And I'm so fed up with seeing these worlds that are new. And then they just reuse the same kind of landscaping. You know, you're seeing base game trees around, and I want to see new. If we're having a new world, I'm sorry, but if people out there are going to be paying good money to have these packs, then I want to see new things all around the world, all new trees, new everything. I want that to happen with new worlds. And the more I've gone around and kind of analysed this world, the more I'm seeing a lot of base game stuff that has just been kind of retextured or remodeled. And then it's being passed off as something completely new when it's not. And that really annoys me. It really does. I just think it, I don't know, kind of takes the piss, to be honest with you. If you're going to be paying money for a pack out there, then you should expect new stuff, completely new stuff in the game, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to end my rant right there and continue on with what I wanted to say. So this little area out the front here, I really wanted to make it look like it was in the middle of the countryside. I used lavender in this build, and I'm unsure if lavender would grow. I don't know, maybe it would. Maybe lavender would grow in the Tuscan countryside. I'm unsure, but I really wanted a pop of colour for here. So I did end up using a bit of lavender out here with lots of grass. And I've always thought with these Mediterranean worlds and stuff, what I really love with the landscaping is that you can go a little bit more muted with the greens. All of the trees and vegetation and stuff that I've tried to use was a little bit more of a muted green color rather than a real rich green color. And I just think it helps blend it into the landscape a little bit more. I really do. Now, I will be building a church. I really do want to build a church, but I'm not going to be building a church until the game pack works. So as soon as the game pack works, then I will definitely be building a place for your Sims to go and get married. It might be like a little, I don't know, I'm thinking more along the lines of like an Italian medieval kind of like church villa kind of thing. That's what I really want to do. And I definitely want to get some kind of Greek influences in with this world as well. I've been to so many places in Greece. It's my favorite place to go on holiday in Europe. I absolutely adore it. If you haven't been out there and you do get the chance to go, please do, because Greece is just absolutely beautiful, especially the islands. Like, the islands are just amazing. I've been to quite a few of them. My favorite was Santorini. Santorini was just absolutely beautiful. I haven't been to Mykonos, and I really, really want to go to Mykonos. I was trying for a holiday to Mykonos this year, but I don't think it's going to be likely. I'm going to wait until the world settles down a little bit before I decide on going anywhere other than my own country. But yes, that's it. That is it. So this little area down here, the little pool area, I end up putting like a little sun lounger moment by these hedges as well, and behind this bush that I'm putting down, just as a little area for your Sims to come and sunbathe by the pool. I thought that would be really nice. And then over to this bit. In the beginning, I went ahead and put quite a big half wall around here, but it was just taking away all the views that I had around it. Yes, it would have been nice for kind of privacy and stuff, but I end up getting rid of the bigger wall, and it just gives you a bit more views throughout the whole countryside and stuff. And you can see I moved the pergola down because in this little area here, I had an idea of putting in a nice little fountain in here, the one that came with Jungle Adventure. And I think it worked, loves. I do. I absolutely think it worked. So this was the size I went for in the beginning. And I was just like, it just kind of like, walled gardens are like a lovely thing, and it's a big thing as well in Mediterranean houses. You have these walled courtyard areas that are all kind of covered to keep you out of the heat and whatnot. But with this one, I went a little bit shorter with it, and you'll see that once we start to get and furnish it a little bit more as well. Now, this area here is cute because it's got like an outdoor fireplace. You can see it off to, well, you just saw a little glimpse of it then. And I put two little chairs there, and then the chairs kind of face these ones here. Look, fireplace is off to the left. And then these chairs kind of face the water, and the views from here are just really beautiful. Really, really cute. Love the beach areas down here. I really do. I love the beach areas of the world. I just felt the world fell a little bit flat for me. There was not much to do. It just, I don't know. I don't know what it was, and I can't put my finger on why I didn't love it as much as what I thought I was going to. But I didn't. I just didn't. What I did love, though, was the pre-built world lots. Like, gorgeous lots from some of the EA creators, including my lovely friend Sam, aka Harry. Beautiful builds, Sam. Absolutely loved them. And I can't wait to build some more in this world. Really can. Next up is definitely going to be a modern-esque kind of villa. But what I'm going to do is kind of make it look like it's been converted from something old, like a little monastery or something. We're going to do that on top of that lot that we started on in the beginning of this video. So that will be the next speed build. Next week on the channel is going to be lots of Let's Build the Worlds. And it's also going to be Design Me Devon as well. Design Me Devon is coming back next week as well. And I'm also going away for my second vlog next weekend as well. So on the Friday till the Monday, I'm away in somewhere in Cornwall, where I'm going to be filming my next vlog to get some more inspiration for some of my builds. I can't believe this came around so fast, but it's because I had COVID for 2 weeks. It just came around so bloody fast. But I'm very much looking forward to it. If you've yet to check out that vlog, go and have a little look. It's on my channel. I put a lot of heart and soul into it. It's going to be a brand new thing on my channel that I'm going to just delve into throughout this whole year. I've got my next trip booked, and I'm looking at other places to go as well in the UK and further afield as well in the future. I would love to go a bit further afield. But yeah, it will give you guys inspiration for your builds as well. So feel free to use my vlogs as inspiration for your builds. But this little bit here, this is the outside dining area. There is a little inside dining table as well, but this one is kind of just off of the living room area. and it's covered as well, so you can sit here during the day when it's hot and have your breakfast out here looking at the water. Love the new table and chairs from the pack. Some of the build items are lovely, but again, some of the build items I'm just like, I don't really like you. Don't really like you. I think I'm just being extra fussy at the minute with The Sims 4 just because I just keep finding it very lacking. I do. And I know I'm always like voicing my opinions on it and complaining, but I don't care. I think if you love something this much, then you should be free to voice your opinions on it. And let that go for everybody out there. Don't feel afraid to voice your opinions, whether they're good or bad about the game. Yes. So this is that little courtyard area. Put a chest table underneath the pergola to keep out the sun. Little fire pit area as well. Some places to grow some herbs and stuff, I would imagine. And I love it. Ignore that mirror as well. Put this out here in the beginning. I was just like, no, we end up... Oh, well, there we go. I actually show you what we did. We used this ivy instead. And I just think that works out a whole lot better. Really does. And I love it. I do. I do love building this style of home, like this Mediterranean vibe. I love it because I've been like many times to the Med and like areas all around the Mediterranean. I don't know, just kind of speaks to me, reminds me of stuff, you know. Now this is the terrace out of the other bedroom, not the actual master bedroom. So this one's a little bit bigger, even though the bedroom inside is a little bit smaller. I kind of wish I worked the floor plan out to make this the master suite terrace, but I didn't, and I just kept it simple as well. So now we're downstairs into the kitchen and living area. So I wanted to lift the kitchen up on a platform just so there was a nice little bit of, it just separated the space off nicely into the kitchen area. So that's what I did. And I love using all of the like warmer stucco walls. Love the new wallpaper that came with the pack though. But I was a little bit pissed off, won't lie, that the pack only came with one wallpaper. The pack only came with one wallpaper. Ignore this stone as well. We get rid of that and go for a tile. I would have loved to have seen some lovely like Italian like monastery style stone in this pack. I think it would have just like, I don't understand why that was kind of overlooked. I think the thing they were trying to think about was the fact that this was a wedding pack. That was going to be the main focus of this pack. But then the pack doesn't work. So it doesn't really make sense, does it? Because they didn't think of it that much, did they? If it didn't bloody work, darlings. But yeah, I just think this pack was just missing a few things from the build mode. I really do. The one thing that this pack killed and nailed it with, and I'm not a game player really, is the cast. The creator sim items are absolutely stunning. The wedding dresses are absolutely beautiful. But yeah, this pack, I just think it just, I don't know, it just missed the mark quite on a few things actually. It caused a lot of drama within the community. I'm not going to go into that. But I don't know. For me, if I had to mark it out of 10, the fact that it's not working at the minute, I'd give it a 4 or 5 out of 10. But that might go up to a 6, maybe at a push, a 7. I don't think it would, but if the gameplay is fun, then maybe I'll push that up to a 7. But at the minute, the pack for me gets a 4 or 5 out of 6. 4 or 5 out of 6. 4 or 5 out of 10. But yeah. Anyway, living room. Look at us. So here we are. A really tiny little living room, really. Just a little nook in the corner next to the fire. Because some evenings, especially in the winter in the Mediterranean, it does get cold. It does get chilly. So you would flop a fire on and come in here and nestle down and watch a soap opera or two. So that's what I wanted to portray in here. But I wanted the kitchen to kind of be the main focal point of this downstairs area, because food in all Mediterranean cultures is a massive thing. And yeah, I just thought it was important to have a bigger kitchen rather than having a bigger living area. But I also wanted to do a little dining space on the inside as well. So that's why I flopped in a little table there, darling. And I think it looks absolutely smashing, especially with those new chairs. And I think it goes really well with the table from Cottage Living as well. Sorry, I had to have a little cough then. I'm just muting myself when I cough. Love these lights as well. These lovely little candle lights are really lovely. Even though at the default size, the flame doesn't, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but the flame doesn't sit on the candle. It kind of like goes behind it. And then when you size it down, it actually sits perfectly on it. I don't know if that was intentional or not, because we have been sizing stuff down quite a bit, but yeah, I just noticed that, a little bit weird. Anyway, this is the master suite. Main reasons it's the master suite is because it comes with its own ensuite bathroom with a shower, toilet and sink. But again, I really wanted to just play around with different color palettes in here. So we've gone for very earthy tones throughout this whole house, really. Yellows, oranges, pops of little like burnt browns here and there. And lots of influences from other kind of like architecture styles as well, like North African architecture styles. I've kind of played with a few little accents here and there with chairs and stuff. I just had a little bit of fun with this, my loves. I really did. Really had a lot of fun with it. I'm looking forward to doing some more builds in this world. I'm really looking forward to doing a wedding bit, like a build where your Sims can go and get married and things. But again, I'm going to wait with you guys until the pack's finished and fixed before I actually go ahead and do that, because I'm not touching it until it's fixed. But yeah, ensuite. Always struggle at doing a full ensuite when it's 4 tiles. I think you've just got to get the positioning right. And it always depends on where you put the door and stuff as well. But I player tested this and the Sims will go in and use everything absolutely fine. So there we go. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt, you know. But yeah, I think we're coming up to the end bit now. I think we've got one more thing to do. I don't know what it was, but I can see the next clip creeping up. Oh yeah, it's the next bedroom. So I was going to put bunk beds in here, but then I was like, this is a residential house and not a rental. So I'm just going to do a guest bedroom with a double bed instead. And I ended up putting in a little desk in this nook. So your Sims can do a bit of surfing the web and whatnot. I just thought that little nook was perfect to put that nice little desk in with all of these little objects. But yes, anyway, I am going to start rounding up now. I hope all of you have the most wonderful weekends. I hope all of you around the world stay safe, especially you amazing people in Ukraine. I'm sending all my love to you. I really am. Stay safe, my darlings. Now, yeah, that's it. That is it. Happy Friday. Have a lovely weekend. And I'll be back on Tuesday with more Let's Build the Worlds. But for now, goodbye.